Okay, so I wanted to get on here this morning so that I could kind of talk about a couple things that I keep kind of hearing about off and on, particularly collection accounts. So if you don't know, I have a small business called Peyton Credit Services, where I help people improve their credit by credit counseling and repair. And with that, I often see a lot of people who have collection accounts, and it's like it's like the boogeyman. It's like people just run from it. They don't pay attention to them. The thing with collection accounts is, even if you pay $5, it doesn't matter if it's a $2,000 bill. Even if you pay $5, do you understand that will stop them from pursuing you in court? A lot of people don't pay attention to that. So if you send something to them every 30 days, then that triggers their system to know, hey, this person is sending some amount of money and they're not just trying to stick it to me. Basically, that's just what it boils down to. Now, what most people end up doing is they have a collection account. They decide, you know what, I don't have it. I'm just going to let it ride through and I'll take the settlement. Well, not only then do you... let's talk about it before it gets to collections. If an account is past due, most billing companies will accept some sort of payment. Another thing that a lot of companies will do, particularly hospitals, is they'll also have like a hardship program. So I can remember when I had our last child, shortly after I was unemployed, and you can do a hardship program where you ask for assistance because you're unemployed or whatever your hardship may be. They might either forgive the bill or give you a discount on the bill. Some other things you could do, like I said, pay $5, pay $10, pay $20, pay whatever you can owe. You know what I mean? Just anything, as long as you do it every 30 days. I usually recommend, just checking into your online bill pay, setting up the payment, and just sending it off. So it's just easy to do. So even if the collector does call you, you can say, look, this is what I did. This is how I set it up. If it's a healthcare account, if you have flex spending or healthcare spending account, then you can make payments from that. You just call the medical office where you have the debt. You tell them this is how much I want to come out. And as long as you're working, it'll come out. So a lot of times when people get collections, you have to understand how that looks on the opposite end, especially when people are looking at you to extend you a line of credit. If you have multiple collections that are not being paid, they will roll into judgments. That's how judgments happen. And then when it's at a judgment status, you have to pay it. There's really no way out of that unless for some reason they can't verify the debt. And 9 times out of 10, they can verify the debt. So, those are just some words of encouragement. If you have collection accounts, pay the most minimum amount that you can afford to pay. Most people can probably do 20. If you can't do 20, then do 5. But do that before it gets to that status. And if it does get into the collection status, most definitely pay at least $5 a month. Because once it gets to judgment status, that's it. Now, just a word of advice too. Judgments like, I don't usually see too many judgments for repossessions. Those are usually still held in collections. But, evictions, medical debt, tax liens, they'll all still set up payment plans with you. And it's better to have a judgment and call and say, listen, this is what I can do. This is the payment I can make, rather than not pay it. And with judgments, that's how they garnish your wages. Once you get a judgment, they can go and they can ask for a garnishment of your wages or a garnishment of your bank account. Or if you own a home, they could put a lien on your home. So if you want to sell your home, you can't sell it free and clear until you pay the debt. So there's a lot of repercussions that can happen just from not paying a minimum payment of like $5, $10, $20. Well, that was all. So if you guys have any questions, any thoughts, concerns, comment below. I will post the video. You can go follow my business page at Peyton Credit Services, and you all have a good day. Thanks.